Hey everyone, welcome back to Grace's Garden. I'm in Florida Zone 9B, and today we're just going to do some maintenance things around the garden, and I'll show you the caterpillars if we can find them. And also I thought what we would do is gather some seeds. So I have this plant here. So I thought this was a cactus orchid, but I can't find one that looks quite like it online. But it has the seed pod, and it finally cracked open, and when you smush it, the seeds come out. So I thought we would gather those and try to dry them out on a paper towel and see if they will become baby plants for us. And you see, it scared me, but we have a little frog there as well. There he goes onto the back of the chair. I guess he was down in the... He doesn't look too happy with me. Look at the side eye he's given me. Sorry, Mr. Frog. Yeah, he's not too happy. Well, anyways, we are going to just kind of... Oh, he came right at me. It's okay. I'm not really scared of frogs. I just don't like, I don't want to be attacked by them. So there is what the seeds look like. Just kind of some pussy mucus stuff with a lot of little seeds. Kind of smells perfumey, but the seeds are kind of hard. So we're just going to try to gather some more of those out. So we got a few more out. I'm just going to set these in the garage, let them dry, and we'll see what happens. If that's not the way to go about it, there is another seed head here. This one has no cracks or anything. It's nice and firm still. So that one we'll let be, and these I'm going to let dry out, and then these I think I'm just going to let them just stay on the plant, see what happens, see if they go back into the pod or if they fall to the ground and take over the bottom part of the planter or the hanging basket that they're on, the shepherd's hook that they're on, and see what happens there. So we'll just let those be for now. But the other one, I assume this will dry up and fall off eventually. I don't want to force it. So here are the caterpillars on the Dutchman's pipe. They are tiny little things. Probably about 10 of them there. And they've already started eating the plant. You can see they've eaten quite a bit. It's another leaf they've eaten. And up here is the Dutchman's pipe flower. Here's a closer one. I was able to find one closer to me. Isn't that pretty? And then the back side of the flower is like a little bulb. I see that the butterflies usually eat the leaves more than they eat, or the caterpillars eat the leaves more than they eat the flower. They will, but it's mostly the leaves that they go after. Just what I've observed from them. So this is what I'm going to work on today, is this. So we had some storms, and the bougainvillea has just kind of flopped down, and underneath here is a plant stand with a lot of hanging baskets on it. So I'm just going to take all that bougainvillea, cut it back, and free that plant stand from it. And if we have time, I think we are going to take my constellation and plant it into a bigger pot. It has put on a lot of growth lately. Okay, so I cut back the bougainvillea, and now you can see the plant stand. I have a lot of Hoyas there. They're doing good though. So this is a Hoya caryi that's variegated, and then I have just a regular Hoya caryi, and then this one here I'm not sure. It was actually shooting out this way towards the garage, probably about 4 foot long, so I wrapped the whole branch around it. And then we have, let's see, this is, I'm not sure which Hoya this is, but the leaves on it are huge. I don't know if you can see this one back here, but it's about the size of my hand. And then over here we have a Hoya Hindu rope that is variegated, so it has the white there, and then it has some white to it. And then we have this one here. This one is in a pot that's all the way in the back, but it's thrown out this long tentacle, so I wrapped it around the arm there. And nice big leaves. I want to say this is like a royal Hawaiian or something like that. It gets a purple flower on it instead of that traditional pink. And then back here, I think that is baby's breath or something along that line. It's taken over 2 pots. I think the other pot used to have a string of dolphins in it. So I think that has finally given up. I had it about 2 years, which is, for one of those string plants, I think that's a record for me. And then we have the regular Hindu rope here. Not variegated, but as you can see the strands, I think it's got like 5 strands coming off of it. And one of them has come down and planted itself in another pot and is actually going off that way into the yard, which was fine. And then this here is some kind of arrowhead plant. It's a vining arrowhead. So the pot is probably about 7 or 8 foot away, and it has vined its way over here. This is going to get cut back this winter sometime. There's a cactus. It's taking over. I think the cactus actually might only have a little bit of green left on the tip right here, but it is going to get cut back, or maybe I'll put some kind of trellis in, or a wood plank it could grow up, or something along that line. So before we replant the Thai constellation, we're going to give this a plant a little bit of a cut back. I don't know what's going on with it, but it has all these brown spots and like bruises on it almost. So I cleaned my clippers. I'm going to cut this back, and then I want to clean my clippers again. I don't know if it's fungal or snails or what is going on for it. I have picked off a few snails. Here's one right here. So, and I just keep throwing them in a trash can, but it is not happy. This plant has been in this pot probably 15 to 20 years. So maybe it's outgrown the pot. I don't really know. But we're going to cut all these icky branches off. Okay, so I cut out a lot of the icky leaves. There's still some left in there. I am pretty sure it's snail damage. I pick off so many snails. It was really unbelievable. I'm talking like 20, 25 snails. So I assume that's what this damage is. All the little holes. It was kind of really down the center of the plant. That pot's probably 1 foot by 1 foot. In the center of the plant, it looks like there was some kind of snail nest, if you will. I don't know. It's like a lot of tree branches and just leaf buildup, and then there were snails all over that. So I scooped that out of there and then cut off the leaves that had snails on it. And around the base, there was a lot of snails just chewing away. So I am going to spray it with neem oil, and then I'm going to get some bait for snails and slugs and kind of take care of that. I don't have any of that right now because I really don't usually have a snail problem. So I will get that. But right now I'm just going to do neem oil. There's not, in my eyes, a whole lot of sense of putting too much on it right now. it's out in the elements, and we're supposed to get a whole mess of storms this week, so anything I put on is just going to wash away. So I'm just going to treat it with just a little neem oil for now. I don't know if that will actually do anything, but it'll make me feel better. So we'll do that. Alright, let's plant up a Thai constellation. Okay, so here's the Thai constellation. And it has a lot of aerial roots it's put out all of a sudden. And then it does have a few roots that are starting to come out the bottom. This one here is very, very firmly in there, and you can feel it along the pod. So, and that is my only variegated leaf right now. Hopefully more to come soon. So we're going to put it into this pot here that my sister got me for my birthday. So we're going to put it in there. Has some nice roots. Oh, I knew that aerial root was a good one. A lot of little babies, a lot of baby roots in there, so. Okay, everybody, sorry about that. My battery died, but I did get it planted or potted up. I think it looks good in this yellow pot with the yellow on the leaves. I think how it goes together, right? So that is going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you all, and thank you for showing up and watching my video. And please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.